what's up, guys? Elle just ruined my filming vibe.
Well, I'm leaving.
Okay, what do you need? This is so fitting because we're doing a video about school.
Oh yeah, well, school's really hard. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
This is supposed to be an encouraging video.
You'll get through it.
I'm back. Today I'm filming one of my favorite videos ever. It's a really big, important subject in my life. Today we're talking about school. I have gotten so many questions from you guys asking me how I do it, how I'm involved in my sorority, also play a club sport here, make YouTube videos, and am involved in one of the hardest majors at my university. And so today I'm gonna be talking about things that you need to know, keep in mind, skills, tips, tricks to help you guys make it happen in your own life. And people, what I do is not that special. Like, it can be done by anyone. So today we are gonna make it happen for you. I have all my tips and tricks in this notebook. My first tip for you guys is to know yourself. This is so important because if you don't know yourself and how you like to study, then you're not going to be able to be successful and maximize your time. Here are 3 questions that I think you need to ask yourself so that you can know yourself and you're studying. First, ask yourself, how do you study most effectively? Once you get your pattern and study routine down, this is just going to be your study routine that you continually follow. If you guys want to know more about my study routine and how I do it, I talked about that in my last study video. I basically make study guide things that look like this, where I compile all the information. So know yourself, know what works for you, and how you're actually going to be able to learn the information. Question number 2 to ask yourself, know who to study with. This is such a big one, and I am telling you, especially when you get to college, you're gonna figure out like which types of people you enjoy studying with and which types of people stress you out. For me, I know I really like to spend some time studying alone by myself so I can really integrate the information and have a good basis. Then no matter what, I have to like get together with my friend Elle, and she and I just like hash it out. We go over everything. We're really good at communicating with each other and just getting to the point. We're not like walking on eggshells around information. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard this a million times, but teaching others is one of the highest levels of learning that you've reached if you're able to explain it to another person. Question number 3 about knowing yourself and how you study. Know what you can and cannot handle. This kind of comes in for the start of the term and when it comes time to forecast for your new classes and plan your schedule. I'm really good at knowing myself and knowing what time of day I really like to take class and I'm best at like understanding the information. I also am really good about getting into a class and quickly being able to look at the syllabus and understand if this is something I want to go through with or something that is going to stress me out and is just not worth it for me to take. Know yourself, know what you can handle. Section number 2 I want to talk about is about prioritization. You need to know how to prioritize your time. This is one of the biggest things when it comes to being a really busy college student. We all have a life and life happens. You need to build time into your study routine and your regular life for you to be able to do each one of the activities that's important to you. If I just spent all my time studying in school, I literally would be the most unhappy person ever, but I know like it provides me so much fulfillment to be in my sorority, being active and doing stuff on ski teams. I am so passionate about being a part of those things that is ultimately what like motivates me and drives me to get my stuff done. People always ask how you build it in your schedule and you just do. I talk about knock pads a ton on my channel. They look like this and these notepads help me plan out so much of my schedule. As long as I write it down, it's gonna happen. It's gonna have to be crossed off, and using this and having it out in front of me on my desk every day is so helpful. The last thing I want to talk about prioritization is giving yourself room to procrastinate. Now, this is kind of like a weird subject. Most people are like, don't procrastinate. It's obviously not that easy, and I wish we could all just not procrastinate. One of the things that I do to help with my procrastination is giving myself built-in time to procrastinate. For example, if I have a lab report that's due on Thursday, I'm going to put on my Monday schedule to write half of the lab report. Now, maybe because I was super busy that day or I had to throw some other things onto my schedule, I literally only started the paper and got 1 paragraph done. That means when it gets to Tuesday, I'm already gonna have guilt for either not starting or not completing my goal for Monday, and I'm gonna want to get there to that point so that I'm hitting my milestones and getting things done on time. Having guilt from being unproductive will motivate you to get started on things. Put it on your schedule earlier than later so that you don't have to push things up. I'm also super aware of assignments where I'm like, okay, this can get done the night before, and if I have to push this thing onto the next day, then then so be it. The third thing that you guys need to know is how to say no. This is such a big thing for me. Obviously, like, I have a lot of things that are going on in my life, and I have a lot of people like ask me to do things, and I love that. I love when people just throw the offer out there, but honestly, sometimes you cannot make it happen, and you have to be able to say no and surround yourself with friends that are understanding enough to know that you're not ditching them. You just have too much to do that day, and it's not gonna fit into your schedule. Tip number 4 is to know your resources and know how to use them. I talk about going through school all the time as a game. It's all about what resources you're able to pull to be productive, efficient, and make it happen. Ladies, time is limited. One of the things that I use a lot as a resource to help me when I'm in school is Course Hero. I'm so excited to be working with Course Hero on this video. They reached out to me, and I was so excited because I'm all about pooling resources and having that like collaborative approach to school, because I think that's how you get the most benefit out of things, not missing pieces of the puzzle, and you're able to pull from each other's knowledge and not waste your time like being stuck on a single topic. Course Hero is so awesome because they have study guides, practice quizzes, tutors, step-by-step explanations. Things are so clear and laid out, and it's such a helpful tool when it comes time to studying. One of my favorite features of Course Hero is the ability to make your own practice quizzes and tests. I think being able to pull out information that you think is important that the teacher is going to ask, and then be able to self-quiz yourself and know that information is just really going to ingrain it into your brain. You're also able to share information with your peers, and it's all super specific to the classes and courses that you're taking. So for example, at U of O, I'm taking anatomy and physiology right now. I'm able to literally type that in and find information that's actually applicable to my exact class that I'm taking at that time. It's really a comprehensive learning library, and I think it's just such a great resource besides just like Googling something that's so broad. If you guys are interested in joining the Course Hero community, be sure to check it out by clicking the link in my bio. I'm gonna leave all the information down there. So tip number 5, know how to use your time gap. So one of the things that I do when it comes time to plan my schedule is I usually have some random gaps. During those hour to 2 hour time gaps, I am on the grind. I love to do tasks that are really fast and simple. I also am all about multitasking during these time periods. Mixing a simple task with something that also has to get done anyway, like eating or watching your favorite Netflix show. You can be doing something during those time periods. I literally try to maximize every single minute of my day. When I'm walking to class, it's gonna take me 15 minutes. I might as well be on my phone responding to text messages, DMs, emails, things like that. Tip number 6 is something I am so crazy passionate, and something that I've strived for from literally middle school. It's to know your goals and set them high. When I was in elementary school, I was never a straight A student, and when I got into middle school and high school, I set a goal for myself to get a perfect 4.0. And by setting my standards really high, even if I was to get 1B, it wasn't gonna like fully drag me down because I still had a near perfect GPA. And I think honestly, I look at a lot of students who are striving for C's or striving for B's, and I'm like, why don't you go to chase the A? You guys have to believe in yourself and that you can achieve whatever you want to, and you can always do more. Then again, also, like, if you get a bad grade, don't let that define you. For me, one of the reasons why I love school so much is because I find so much joy in being able to turn around grades really fast and like pull it back by the end of the semester. Things are definitely gonna happen. I have failed tests before. I am not like the testing queen, but I really believe in my ability to improve over time, and especially in college, teachers really look at that, and if you're gonna get an A on the final, they're gonna help boost your grade at the end of the day. I love that. All right, my final tip for you guys today, know your attitude going into the test. There are times when I deep down know the day before the test that I wish that I could have studied more. You can have all of the negative study guilt, all those bad thoughts up until the morning of the test. You need to wake up fully refreshed, fully 100% believing in yourself that you are your optimum self. You have studied as much as you could with the resources and time you had. You need to strut into that test, believe in yourself, sit down, clear your mind. Don't think about, I should have studied more, I should have studied harder, so-and-so did this, I didn't cover this. You go into the test, you believe that you can do it, and you make it happen. If you go in with a positive mindset, you're able to look at a problem and calm yourself and think about things in a more logical manner. Maybe there's even a back way to solve the problem, and trust yourself and your ability. It will change your life. If you have any tips about studying or attitude, please leave them in the comment section. I want to create like a really awesome forum where we can all help each other. Tell me what you use to study. Tell me what works for you. Tell me about an experience in a class where you were having a really hard time and you were able to turn your grade around. Thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting me as I go through my like crazy study journey and still trying to figure out what works for me. Life is hard, school is hard, but we're literally all doing this together. That's all I have to say today. I need to get back to studying. Hope you guys have a fantastic, productive day. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.